Long ago, in a time when the people of Israel lived in green valleys and stone-built towns, the land had fallen into corruption. Instead of worshipping Allah, the one true God, many had turned to the false idol Baal, a tall statue of stone with empty eyes and silent lips. Priests in red and gold robes lit fires before it, chanting lies. The hearts of the people had grown hard. Among them was a man chosen by Allah, Prophet Ilyas. His eyes were deep with sorrow for his people, his hands strong from years of travel, and his voice firm with truth. One morning, he stood in the marketplace where traders sold spices and cloth, and he called out, "O my people, will you not fear Allah? Will you call on Baal and abandon the best of creators? Allah, your Lord, and the Lord of your forefathers?" But the people laughed, shaking their heads. Some mocked him, some turned away. Only a small group believed in his message. The rest followed their kings and priests worshipping the idol. Ilyas did not give up. He walked through villages, over rocky hills and riverbanks, calling people to the worship of Allah alone. Days turned to months, and months to years. Then came a time when Allah sent a punishment for their stubbornness, a long drought. The sun burned without mercy, rivers dried to cracked earth, and the fields became dust. Hunger spread across the land. The people began to whisper, perhaps Ilyas was right. In the heat of the famine, Ilyas stood before the palace of the king, his shadow falling on the marble steps. Soldiers gripped their spears, but he called out without fear, "This drought will not end until you turn back to Allah." But the king's face twisted with anger, and he ordered his men to drive Ilyas away. So Ilyas left, retreating into the mountains. He lived in caves, drinking from springs hidden between rocks, eating wild plants. The wind carried his prayers to the sky. He was alone among men, but never alone in his faith. Finally, when the time Allah had written came, the drought ended. Rain poured over the land, rivers filled, and the valleys turned green again. Yet most of the people still clung to their idols. Seeing their stubbornness, Allah honored his prophet. One evening, as the orange sun sank behind the hills, a great light appeared in the sky. A chariot of brilliance, unlike anything on earth, descended. Ilyas stepped forward, his face calm. With the mercy of Allah, he was lifted from the earth, rising into the sky, leaving behind the land that had rejected him, but carrying with him the reward of a life lived in pure devotion.